Oh, my relatives. Uh, they asked me why I have this mask on, and I said, that's because I don't look Hunkpapa. I don't look Lakota. I look more like a South Pacific Tongan, which is really the other blood that I mixed into, and I had to suffer all kinds of persecution. Everybody thought I was African American, all I wanted to be was Hunkpapa back then, and it was a traumatizing experience, but that's the way it goes, when you don't look the same as everybody else. So that's the reason for the mask. If you came to me in the real life, you would understand that all the persecution upon me uh, made me a very kind and caring person. I could tolerate a lot of hatred and a lot of violence and all that other stuff. I could even tolerate all kinds of rumors and whatever, because I know in the long run, it's the truth that remains. And those that lie, they end up being cast aside to nothingness, and people see them for who they are. Yeah. So these speeches and stuff are a reflection of that. I guess they said that way. Elders are supposed to give knowledge and stuff to the coming generation. So this is one of them. And this is called Wiconi, the Spirit of Life and Shadows Among Us. Relatives and elders, youth, all my relations, we gather today not with heavy hearts, but with clear eyes and open minds, as our ancestors taught us. We gather to speak of what troubles our spirit, what dims the light in our homes and in our lands. From time immemorial, our people, the Hunkpapa, have known the sacred balance of all things. We understood that Wiconi, water is life, and the life in all its forms carries a spirit. But sometimes shadows fall upon this sacred path, and we must speak of them. When we speak of evil on the res, we are not speaking merely of crimes as defined by the outside world. No, we are speaking of something deeper, something that grows, gnaws at the very fabric of our community, our spirit, our way of life. This evil is a manifestation of disconnect from our traditions, our language, our spiritual practices, from each other, and from the land that sustains us. It is the echo of broken treaties, forced assimilation, and the cycles of historic trauma that continues to reverberate. It's the sickness that makes our people turn against each other, the violence, the addiction, the despair. These are not merely failings. They are symptoms of a deeper imbalance, a spiritual wound that cries out for healing. It is the loss of respect for our elders, the neglect of our children, the poisoning of our lands and waters. These are acts that diminish the spirit of our nation. When our young people lose their way, when they don't know their songs, their stories, their purpose within the Teoshbe, they become vulnerable. This vulnerability is fertile ground for the shadows. The spirits of the fire, water, and the chemical smoke that steal our dreams, these are the tools of the imbalance. They promise escape, but deliver deeper bondage, ripping families apart, silencing the voices of our future. When the sacred trust within our families is broken, when those who are meant to protect inflict deep wounds, especially upon our women and our children, it is a profound violation. Acts that exploit the innocence of our young ones or violate the sacred trust of our sisters and mothers are particularly grievous. They tear at the very heart of our communal spirit and leave scars that run generations deep. These are the darkest shadows, and they must be brought into the light so that healing can begin and protection can be absolute. The systemic oppression that creates poverty breeds hopelessness. When hope is scarce, it becomes easy for people to succumb to actions that hurt themselves and others. When we forget the wisdom of our grandmothers and grandfathers, when we abandon the communal decision-making that sustained us for millennia, we create voids where imbalance can flourish. But we are Hunkpapa. We are the steadfast, the resilient. We have faced far greater challenges and survived. We carry the blood of those who never surrendered their spirit. The first step is to remember our language, our ceremonies, our stories, our connection to the land. For within these lies our strength, our identity, and our antidote to the shadows. We must rebuild the sacred hoop within our families, between generations, throughout our community. We must talk, truly listen, and support one another. We must practice forgiveness and compassion. We must create an environment where all our people, especially our women and children, feel safe and cherished. We must stand together to ensure that no one is harmed, that trust is honored, and that those who inflict harm are held accountable and guided towards true healing or removed from our midst if they continue to threaten our sacred balance. Our community strength is measured how well we protect our most vulnerable. This is not a task for government programs alone. This is a spiritual task. We must turn to our ceremonies, our healers, our traditional ways to cleanse, to purify, to restore the spirit of our people. We must empower our youth, teach them their history, instill in them the pride of being Hunkpapa, and equip them with the tools to navigate a complex world while holding fast to our values. This accountability is not about punishment, but restoration. It is about guiding those who have strayed back to the path and reminding them of their sacred responsibilities to the community. The shadows on the res are real, but they are not stronger than the light within us. They are not stronger than the collective spirit of the Hunkpapa nation. Let us walk together with courage and wisdom, guided by the spirits of our ancestors. Let us heal our homes and strengthen our families and restore the sacred balance to our lands and our people. May the spirit of Mini Wiconi guide us. May we walk in beauty, strength, and harmony for the sake of our children and for the generations yet to come. Wapila Matake Wase.